Today concept is Selenium. Today concept is Selenium. Today concept is Selenium. Today concept is Selenium. Selenium is nothing but, already we discussed Selenium. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium. Selenium is nothing but it is a software. It is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium having four components. One is Selenium IDE, second one is Selenium RC, third one Selenium WebDriver, fourth one Selenium Grid. Already we discussed. Once again we will discuss about Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. So first we will discuss about Selenium IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. Integrated Development Environment. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure or we need to install into one user interface. In the place of user interface we are using IDE only. No need to install somewhere. No need to install somewhere. Here IDE is a user interface. IDE is a user interface. So Selenium IDE advantages. If you want to work with Selenium IDE, so Selenium IDE is we have recording and playback facility. In Selenium IDE we have recording and playback facility and execution will be super fast. And disadvantages, we have recording and playback facility and execution is super fast. That are the advantages. Disadvantages is we can work with only Firefox browser. We can work with only Firefox browser and we can perform very limited testing. We can perform very limited testing. We can perform very limited testing. That is the reason none of the people are using Selenium IDE nowadays. There is no chance to write the script manually. There is no chance to write the script manually. We have recording and playback facility, but there is no chance to write the script manually. So we can work with only Firefox browser and using Selenium IDE we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people not using Selenium IDE nowadays. Selenium IDE getting deprecated. Selenium IDE deprecated. After that they made Selenium RC. After that they made Selenium RC. RC means remote control. Selenium RC is not what it is a software. It is a software. It is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium RC is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure or we need to install into one user interface. In the place of user interface we are using Eclipse. We are using Eclipse. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. Using Eclipse we can write the Java programs. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. Whenever you want to work with the Selenium RC, we need to start the server manually and we need to stop the server manually. Whenever you want to work with the Selenium RC, we need to start the server manually and we need to stop the server manually. So this is one drawback. And moreover, using Selenium RC, we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people are using Selenium RC also. Selenium RC also getting deprecated. Selenium RC also getting deprecated. After that, they made Selenium WebDriver. After that they made Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is software which contains some set of programs. Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. These set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. We need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse only. We are using Eclipse. Same setup. But whenever you are comparing with the Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver having some powerful set of programs, and Selenium WebDriver is very user friendly, and using Selenium WebDriver we can perform unlimited testing. That is the reason most of the people, most of the companies nowadays they are encouraging only Selenium WebDriver only. Why? Because using Selenium WebDriver we can perform unlimited testing. Whenever you are comparing with Selenium RC also, Selenium WebDriver having some powerful set of programs. Using these programs we can perform unlimited testing. That is the reason most of the people, most of the companies nowadays they are choosing, they are encouraging only Selenium WebDriver. So if you want Selenium WebDriver, first of all we need to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse. So how to configure? If you want Selenium WebDriver, first of all already I have Selenium WebDriver programs, so already I downloaded from internet. So we need to configure the Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse. To the first concept, how to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse. 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 To the first, how to configuration. How to configure Selenium WebDriver program into Eclipse. So already I have Selenium WebDriver programs. Already I have Selenium WebDriver programs. These are the Selenium WebDriver programs. In Selenium WebDriver programs, we have 37 program files. So 37 files. We have 37 jar files. So we need to add these jar files to Eclipse. How to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse? So go to Eclipse now. Click on OK. How to configure Selenium WebDriver programs into Eclipse. This is the first class. Very important class. Without knowing anything we can work with this Selenium. Without knowing Java also we can learn with we can work with this Selenium. It's very easy. Yes, I'm taking one new project. Go to Project Explorer, take the new project, select Java project, click on next. I'm giving project name is Selenium. Click on finish. After creating project, right click on project, go to properties, click on Java build path, click on libraries, add external jars. Already I have Selenium WebDriver programs. This add this 37 programs. Control all, click on open, click on OK. Now this is not Eclipse, this is Selenium WebDriver. So go to SRC, take the new class. Class name is WD1. Keep the mark public static void menu and I'm taking main method. Click on finish. So These are the unwanted statements. Delete it. Now I am here writing. Already we learned one sentence from Java, that is interface name reference name equal to new class name. Here interface is WebDriver. WebDriver WD equal to new Firefox driver. WebDriver WD equal to new Firefox driver. WD dot get. If you want to work with any site, just write the site name. HTTP Google gmail.com. I want to work with Gmail. Right. Import the statements. Firefox driver. Just save. Click on run. It will open the Gmail page. WebDriver interface reference name WD equal to new Firefox driver. In the place of class, I am taking Firefox driver. If you want to work with Google Chrome driver, just we need to write Chrome driver. If it is Internet Explorer, we need to write Internet Explorer driver. So it will open the Gmail page. Here is no Java. Here is no Java. Just we wrote only one line. WebDriver WD equal new Firefox driver. WebDriver WD equal to new Firefox driver. So here I am writing syntax we learned from Java. Interface name. Interface name. Reference name equal to new class name. This is the only one line we learned from Java. So if you know this only one line enough. WebDriver WD equal new Firefox driver. Okay, right. So next, if you want to work with any application, any web application, each and every web element having one unique location. Each and every web element having one unique location. Each and every web element having unique location. That unique location is nothing but XPath. That unique location is nothing but XPath. Each and every web element having one unique location. So we need to find out the XPath. That is called XPath. Each and every web element having one unique location, that is called XPath. So we need to find out the XPath of the web element. How to find out the XPath of the web element? First of all, if you want to find out the XPath of the web element, compulsory we need to have firepath. Firepath. Firepath is nothing but it is a odd and off Firefox. It is a odd and off Firefox which is used for finding the XPath of the web element. XPath of the web element. Firepath is nothing but it is the add-on of Firefox which is used for finding the XPath of the web element. Finding the XPath of the web element. Okay. Firepath is nothing but it is the add-on of Firefox which is used for finding the XPath of the web element. Where we can get Firepath? We can get in Firebug. We can get in Firebug. Firebug is nothing but it is a add-on of Firefox. It is a add-on of Firefox which is used for inspecting the web element. Inspecting the web element. Okay. Firepath is nothing but it is a add-on of Firefox. Add-on means we can get in only Firefox only, which is used for finding the XPath of the web element. If we want to find the XPath, compulsory we need to have Firepath and Firebug. Where we can get Firepath? We have in only Firebug. First of all, we need to download Firepath and Firebug. Then only we can get the XPath. So, how to download Firebug and Firepath we will discuss now. How to download Firebug and Firepath. Go to Google. Download Firebug. Download Firebug. Just click on second link or first link. Just click on first link. I'm using old versions, old version WebDriver programs I'm using. That's the reason. Just download old version of Firebug. Click on an older version. Click on an older version. Click on an older version. Click on 1.9. Click on 1.9. Click on 1.9.0. First link. Click on 1.9.0. Click on allow. Click on install now. Click on restart now. Now we need to download Firepath also. Download Firepath. Just click on first link. Click on download now. Click on allow. It will take only half minute. Click on install now. Click on restart now. So Firepath already installed. So installed or not, how we know? Just go to tools. Just to go to tools, web developer. Just to go to tools, web developer. Firebug. Yes, installed. Open Firebug. Right. We successfully installed Firebug. So this is the, if you want to hide the Firebug, we can click on hide Firebug. It will go. Each and every time we need to activate. Each and every time we need to activate. We can get the XPath here. We can get the XPath here. So just you need to keep the Firepath is on. Right. I want to work with a Gmail page. So type Gmail. Hide Firebug. Remove. Now we can give the username and first of all I want to enter username and password. How to enter username and password we can concentrate now. Okay, right. Just activate. Take the XPath. Go. This is username XPath, email XPath. Copy and I want to enter ID. So we need to write the code wd dot. Just write wd. Just keep f. Find element by dot XPath. Just enter XPath. Control V. This is the XPath. Dot. This is the edit box. We will use send keys. Give the ID. Akhil Reddy. HYD 1. Enough. and we need to click on next button. WD dot find element by dot XPath. So we need to click on sign in button. So we need to take the sign in button XPath, activate it, and go on get next button XPath. Copy, Control V, dot click. Next we need to enter password. WD dot find element by dot XPath. We need to enter password XPath. So get the password XPath. Password XPath is password only. Copy, just give here dot send keys Venkanna 143 Venkanna 143. Next WD dot find element by dot XPath. I'm giving sign in button XPath. Copy, dot click. If it is button, we will use click operation. Enough. Just after entering, after click on next button, it is moving to next page. So just here we can write thread dot sleep. Wait statement here we are writing thread dot sleep. So it is moving to next page. So it is taking some time. So that's the reason I am keeping here wait statement to. Just I am saying to Selenium wait 2 seconds. Wait to 2 seconds. 2000 milliseconds means 2 seconds. It will wait 2 seconds. If I click run now, it will run. Save, click on run. Save, click on run. So it will open Gmail page, it will enter email ID, next button, it will click on next button, it will enter password, it will click on sign in button. Gmail page, username, and it will enter password, it will click on sign in button. So without knowing Java, here is no Java, observe carefully, here is no Java. Without knowing anything we can learn this Selenium. Just we need to identify the XPath. How to get the XPath? Compulsory we need to download Firebug and Firepath. And here Mozilla Firefox also I am using old Firefox I am using 12.0 I am using. I will send you this 12.0 as well as this WebDriver programs. So you need to practice. Before going to practice, just you need to remember only one thing. If it is button, if it is button, if it is button or link or web radio button or checkbox, we will use click. Remaining any one we will use send case. Only button and link and web radio button. Web radio button means male, female, round boxes is there. That is called web radio button. And checkbox we will use click. Remaining anything list box, combo box, select box, whatever it is, and edit box we will use send keys. You need to remember blindly. Okay, button, link, web radio button, checkbox, always we will use click. If it is any other like list box, combo box, select box, edit box, always we will, if it is any one we will use send keys. We will use send keys. Yeah, Gaurav, any doubts? Okay, this is the first class. You need to practice now. Okay, Just simple this Selenium web driver programs, Firefox driver, everything I will send you, and notes also already I have sent you. Everything recorded file also I will send you. You can practice now. Your practice site is telugumatrimony.com. Just you can get many more options. Telugumatrimony.com. Here you can get many options. Yes, profile for send keys, myself, and name, send keys. Your gender, your this is the click. This is the click. Male, female. These are the web radio buttons. We will use click. And button, your register is a button, and checkbox is a checkbox also we will use click. Okay, just practice it. I will send you this recorded file.